Okay, so live ulit tayo over the radio. So, antay lang natin. Antay lang natin yung ating appearance over the radio. So, it's already our commitment. Actually, matutulog na sana ako. Then, I remember na, ayun, meron pa pala. Meron ka pa akong obligasyon today. So, yun nga. I have to debunk yung statement na it's easy. It's because una-una dyan is syempre from week to week iba-ibang mga topics that we discuss. So pagkakaiba yan, hindi po pare-pareho. So you need to research on the subject matter. Okay, but then again, there are times na you're not you have shortened. Okay, you only have a few hours to prepare, but then again, yun nga, the fact that you have already, ang ano ko mo na lang, hugot mo na lang dyan, meron ka ng background, meron ka na rin kahit paano na background tungkol sa batas, kaya yung confidence level mo andun. Pero basically, not everything is known by you. Yun naman yun eh. Wala namang taong perpekto na alam niya lahat. So yun. And then syempre tayo ay tumatanda na rin na kailangan din natin na mag-rest for a while, ganun. But then again, it's our commitment. That's putting us back to the program na okay, it's our commitment, kaya ayun. So we are doing this for free actually. So we're just waiting for the time that we will come in. So ang problema ko lang is tawag nito, yung signal natin medyo mahina. So hopefully magiging maayos mamaya. So kailangan fresh din, di ba? So some of the our followers are thinking na, oh, bakit parang nag-iba yung aura mo? So yun. Hindi naman, hindi tayo nagbabago, same pa rin. Siyempre, as time pass by, we are not getting any younger. So tumatandi din tayo. So the physical look will of course change, but then again, the same is true with your mind, kasi it's also in such a way na nag-ano rin yan, tawag nito na nababawasan. Nababawasan din. Okay, so yun. Okay, hello po sa lahat, and hello dun sa mga, yun nga, yung mga estudyante ko dati na with Northwestern University na who are under their yung magbo-board exam. So I wish you all the best. So praying for your success. Okay, so ako naman, yan lagi, hindi tayo pagdating sa ating mga dating estudyante, kasama tayo sa mga nagdadasal para sa kanila. So hello po sa lahat. Hello po. Antayin lang natin. So di ko rin alam kung ano to, patawa muna tayo while waiting. Parang wala pa sila doon sa radyo, siguro nag-advertise pa yan. So ayun, or hininaan ko ba, hindi ko ba sila pinapapasok? Okay, so siguro sila yung mahinang signal. Anyway, So hugot lines muna tayo. So kayo ba kung may exam at wala ka nang may sagot, so anong ilalagay ninyo? So sabi ng mga estudyante ko, sir, dapat red horse. Bakit naman? Dahil ito ang tama. Okay, pero kung gusto nyong masigurado, sa palagay ko naman, para ikaw, kung estudyante ka at gusto mong magsigurado sa inyong sagot, isulat nyo na lang ang magmahal. Dahil kailanman, hindi mali ang magmahal. Okay, so yun. Okay ba or wali? Wali bang aking joke? Okay ba yung aking joke? Parang ayaw nyo. So, eto, kung ayaw nyo, di, kung isa akong joke, gusto ko yung napipikon ka. Actually, yun eh. Kung isa akong joke, gusto kong yung napipikon ka. Para naman, seryosohin mo ako. Okay, so yun. Nantay lang tayo. Yes, hello Sir Jeff. Nag-aantay tayo ng ating guest over the radio. So, our topic actually is the Child Protection Act. Okay, yung Child Protection Act yung ating topic. RA 7610 and of course the VAUSI law or the Violence Against Women and the Children's Act or RA 9262. So, di ko alam bakit what happened to sir. Hindi ko pa nakita yung nandyan na yung link pero hindi ko pa narinig ang kanilang boses. So before we start, ayan.
Ituding and to mapagsasalitaan kyan may danon, babay na po iti tulong ati partner na iti programa nga bukat ito. May sapong account officer ti Land Bank of the Philippines ni Attorney L. Reneo Kidris Castro. May sabi pong professor iti Northwestern University. Kaya ti mapagsusaritam ti dito nga malim in celebration of Children's Month is for the protection of our children against abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. Sa kuday dito iti Republic Act 7610 and Section 1 states it shall prescribe the special protection of children against abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. While children will be guaranteed of their protection from being used, most especially for sexual purposes and the like. So, at damit the corresponding penalties na may ituding can may aplikar kariti violators may panggap iti dito and other related and corresponding issues may panggap kariti apong intayo mapagsasalitan iti dito malem na adan engineer ni attorney. Okay. At na po ni ato itilin niya tayo ni Attorney L. Rene Kidris Castro at apto ni Castingit may down naman yan para sa balipia parang di programa tayo. To'y ka-aksyon nyo ni Aksyon Orlando se itinagan di iti nakadwate iti Technical Department ni Broadcast Technician Ninyo Kim Ascueta kini Don John Pancho. Suda po ti partner tayo may down tayo programa with Attorney L. Reneo Kidris Castro. Abogado, good afternoon.
Yes sir, good afternoon. Ken kastamit ten dagiti naayat nga dumdungig kada ito nga
yes,
programa.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Wait. Yes sir. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
Good afternoon and naimbagmanen nga malim. Kadagiti naayat nga dumdungig kada ito nga programa. Ipangpangron ako ni Mr. Jeff Palen ken kastamit ten ni Miss Ena Otris iti DepEd Lawag. So naimbaga pa nagdingdingig yukin kastamit din dagiti hanga nagpainaganin nga dingdingig kada ito nga kaya nagbuybuya, agdingdingig over the radio, kaya nagbuybuya ka dito Facebook live yo sir. So naimbag nga malim nyo. So unang-una, siyempre yung topic natin is in line with of course yung ating yung bakit natin naisipan na yung topic natin today is along children kasi ngayon we are celebrating yung ating Children's Month. So with of course yung ating team na break the prevalence and the violence, protecting children, creating a safe Philippines. So tayo naman bilang isang guro o teacher, so siyempre yung nurture na we have to nurture our child na sa as early as young as long as they are. So start na natin na sa kanilang kabataan ay may turo na we really have their rights. So minsan kasi ito naman yung gusto nating liwanagin na ang ang pagbanggit natin sa karapatan ng mga bata ay hindi ibig sabihin na we are giving them the freedom to do what they want. The law does not provide those kinds of provisions. Wala po yan sa provision ng batas na it's because we are telling them their rights. It's already a way of tolerating them of what they want to do. So that's not correct. Okay, so gusto nating tanggalin yon kasi lagi kong naririnig at nakikita sa ating Facebook page. I mean nakikita ko sa newsfeed ng aking Facebook account. So pag may mga yung mga nagre-reminisce or yung parang parang blast in the past yung ating mga followers. So lagi nilang binabanggit diyan would be buti pa kami noon kahit na pinapalo kami ng aming mga magulang, ang pagpalo nila noon ay paraan ng pagtuturo sa amin. So yon ang sabi nila. So ngayon kasi dahil dyan sa batas na nagbibigay proteksyon sa mga bata, particularly RA 7610, dahil dyan yan naging pasaway daw yung mga bata. So liliwanagin natin kung tama bang kaisipan yung ganon. Tama ba yung kaisipan ng ating mga followers tungkol sa batas na ito. So yun ang ating liliwanagin. So it's very sad na these kinds of erroneous or shall we say wrong misconception about the law is proliferating na tayo na it's because tumanda tayo na merong mga pagpalo siguro when we were young, but then again although shall we say that those parts of our childhood shape us who are we today, but then again hindi naman ibig sabihin na lahat ng pagdisiplina sa pamamaraan na pananakit would translate into learnings in the future. So hindi naman po ganun. So lalo ngayon, di ba sir, yung syempre when you talk about hurting someone, di ba, baka pwedeng hindi dadalhin mo yan pagtanda mo. So that would also translate to your mind that it's natural to hurt someone else. So yun naman yung ang ano natin diyan, ang kaisipan natin diyan. So kaya today liliwanagin po natin ang tungkol diyan. Okay, para tingnan natin kung sa batas na ito ay pinapayagan tayo na pagkaroon or to cause harm to children. So ayos lang ba nasaktan natin ang mga bata para sa paraan ng pagdidisiplina? Would that constitute child abuse? So bitinin natin yung ating mga listeners at liliwanagin natin mamaya. Okay, sir.
And nagpintas niya panangilatag to because ato di paglintigan nga mang proteher karigiti anak tayo, but it does not imply nga dito yung oping ket may kandamit lisensya nga no anyat ket nga ramiden ket maipalubos para kalakwada hanya kasjay ti proper interpretation of the law. Gaputa no protection of our children di kayat nasa jay protection of possible abuses.
Yes.
Kaligiti teachers or even their parents.
Yes.
And those mga pasaway lalo kaligiti kunabda nga nagartem na nagtuma due to possible influence of drugs and or liquor nga pagtripan daligiti uping, because there are also children and are already victims of violence or even daligiti kunabda nga maramesda sa nantubelang papatayan wano saan dati kunabdang mapanda pagayaman, siripin, mga ganon. These are types of abuses might be committed by those who would possibly commit abuses over our children. Dito po iti makita tayo personal nga makita tayo nga purpose in the enactment of the law, Republic Act 7610 no sa rin no ket kaya't nasabihin dito known as the Special Protection of Children Against Abuses, Exploitation, and Discrimination, and the protection of our children from being used for sexual purposes. So, dagito'y kunadang possible victims nga minor de edad, it is sexual abuses during the absence of their parents that are abroad, ni nanang when datang, because there are also cases nga napaspasamak in various municipalities throughout the province. So now, with the assistance of our lawyer, ni Attorney Kit, please explain to our listeners, Abogado, the proper interpretation of this in line with the celebration of Children's Month. Nasa din na dampi tema break the prevalence and the violence, protecting children and creating a safe Philippines. Apo nagganas nga ibasa diyan na sabi ko matakas di pagbanagan di tibumping nga saan nga mauramat tiken pa nakagaso-gaso tinik nila dito. Attorney, please.
Yes, sir. Umuna ti amin, kingamin keyword na dito kung nakumad, ito ilintag tayo ay the word abuse. Okay, child abuse. So when you talk about abuse, ano bang amin iti pakaiturungan ti sarita nga abuse. So muna dyan, of course, the first when you talk about abuse, siyempre adda talaga dagiti banag hantay preventaran ti bagi tayo nga we can physically harm another person, especially a child. But then again, yung ano natin dyan is, ano ba kasi, when you talk about, when you hear the word abuse, what comes to your mind? So, liwanagin natin. Sa batas kasi, when you talk about abuse, that is actually an intentional harm. Okay, so you intentionally cause harm or injures another person. So, merong intention na saktan mo talaga yung isang tao. Okay. So, pag sinaktan mo yung isang bata, of course, there are some reasons why you're going to do that to a child. But then again, when you are going to discipline, a child, so, bakit mo kasi sasaktan yung isang bata? Ano yung form of, siyempre, di ko rin alam, tayo rin, di ba? Siyempre, when you talk about a child, siyempre, di mo rin maiwasan na you will harm him or her in a way. Kaya lang kasi, di ba, siyempre, yung ano mo, yung gagawin mo should also be, yung within yung standards whether you are going, that act or doing that physical activity would already injure him or her. Siyempre, no, binaut mo siyempre, bawat tumot may isang bingkot, di ba? Although the losses na that would constitute already a harm or injury. But then again, siyempre, di ba sir, yung binaot mo magkumangati na nasipat mo, tay anak mo. So hambot siguro nga although there are ways on how to define abuse in a way. Kaya lang sa ating palagay naman, may reasonable level para sa akin. Although that's my personal view. Siyempre kung numot sobramot nga limlim tagmot apermimot digiti saksakan na nga dimot pulos makapagnan. So would that constitute
It's not already a matter of disciplining the child.
Yes, that would
Yes. There is an intention to harm really DJ Obing apo na metin na pabugado no kasi di pumendo Obing panang disiplina kuno da peno kasi panang dosat panagkita di jay.
Yes. So of course kasi we try also to define it that way kasi unang-una yun nga yung mindset kasi ng tao as if we forbid everything na hindi mo na pwedeng pagalitan or disiplinahin yung anak mo dahil dito sa batas. Hindi naman niya binabanggit dito na bawal mong disiplinahin yung isang bata. Okay, so hindi naman ganon ang sinasabi niya. So another thing also when you talk about abuse, it can also refer to, of course, misusing. Okay, misusing that person. Okay, kaya nga mayroon dyan sa batas yung nabanggit tungkol sa sexual abuse. So, di ba, when you talk about sexual abuse, okay, so as young as they are, so they do not have yet, okay, they do not have any knowledge yet about sex issues. Okay, or topics on sex, yung isang bata. So, of course, so exposing them to something that is sexual in nature, okay, so that's already a misuse. Kasi nga, as young as they are, bakit involved na sila sa ganong bagay? So, that's already another form or this definition of abuse in law. Okay, so, another one is, of course, there is an abuse when there is threatened use of law or legal process to pressure someone into taking or not taking to an action. Okay, so yan yung mga ano natin, di ba? Ginagamit nating mga sometimes yung yan misuse, threatened abuse. Okay, so yung mga bata minsan ginagamit na rin sa mga illegal na aktibidad. It's because of the tayo naman ginagawa nating dahilan ng dahil sa Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act na nagtaas sa edad ng di ba yung exemption from criminal liability of a child. Kasi dati when you hear about children okay committing crimes under the law, so ang pinoprovide ng ating revised penal code is 15 years old below, di ba? Pag 9 na siya, so they are all absolutely exempted from criminal liability. So kung 9 to 15 yan, so that's another issue kasi determine mo pa yung kanyang kung tawag dito di ba yung with the discernment, okay, mayroon ba siyang tamang isip despite of the fact na bata yan, may discernment ba siya? So 9 to 15, so at 15 pwede na siyang maging liable yung isang bata under the revised penal code. Kaya lang because of the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act, so na-revise yung ating age of criminal liability, tinaas. So kaya yung age of criminal liability ngayon would be 15 years old below are exempted from criminal liability, and 15 to 18 years old okay will be subjected to diversion program sa DSWD, and titingnan yung sa facts of the case kung sila ay unang-una dyan kung meron bang tawag nito discernment. Kung discernment, nasa tama ba siyang isip nung ginawa niya yan despite having that age of 15 to 18 years old. So example of discernment would be like for example, di ba, in the case of rape, kasi may mga rape na yung hindi naman talaga nila sinasadya yung isang 15 to 18 years old na alleged to be who have committed rape, ay syempre unang-una dyan would be i-determine kung meron ba siyang discernment or nasa tamang isip ba despite the fact of his minority. Okay, so ngayon, sa facts, for example, would be, wala parang out of their, parang nagiging sila, explorative. Okay, they explore things, and then it so happened that the situation would brought them to doing such act na nagkaroon ng sexual encounter with that another person, which would constitute rape. Ayon. So, that would be without discernment. Pwedeng subject yan for diversion program through DSWD. Kaya lang, kung yung isang 15 to 18 years old is meron siyang discernment. So, talagang alam niya what is rape all about. Makikita mo yan doon sa kanyang acts that he has done. So, kung halimbawa, yung bata na yan is ginawa niyang, talagang ginapos niya yung isang tao para gawin ang action na gusto niya, which is to rape that person. So, that would be with discernment. So, that child would be answerable under the law. But then again, more than that, yung sinasabi ko is that sa panahon ngayon, wag nating i-blame yung batas. Kasi, yung tinitingnan din yan, inaaral din ng matagal. Before they will arrive to that law, talagang inaaral din yan ng todo. So, they conducted like for example, research on that before they would finalize it, and it will become a law. Diba? Dumaan din yan sa deliberate.
And pwede niya imagine, pagbugado, kung nito yung research sa karot beto, kung children, for children as enunciated in the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child, every effort shall be extended or exerted to promote the welfare of children and enhance their opportunities for a useful and happy life. Meaning, may kanda ti kalintegan nga they will exercise na iti panagrit na that it iso ti imagination da nga may parbeng para kadakwada, but not necessarily nga dito iket will be harmful to them and to the image of the family. Useful and happy life. And the definition of terms under Section 3 of this Republic Act, children refers to person below 18. Ay, ganun pala. Below 18, minor
yes,
age.
yes, sir.
And types of abuses, psychological, physical, neglect, cruelty, sexual abuse, and emotional maltreatment. Meaning, at da digitoy kung natin nga limitations iti panang disiplina that is not in violative of this Republic Act 7610. So, dapat yung limitations nga aramatin ti gaya, mapabugado, ano?
Yes, sir. Kasi, syempre, tawag nan, hanmat ngamin nga may parbeng. Nga iti way of disciplining a child would, of course, you cause them physical harm. In a sense na, yung harm na yon would also have, yung, di ba, yung, when you talk about harm, something that would injure you, to the extent na, like for example, hindi ka na rin makatayo dahil yun sa matinding pagpalo. So, di ba, imagine mo na you will be deprived of doing things. It's because of that harm that was caused to you. And yung point pa dyan is yung mismong mga parents mo yung gumawa yan sa inyo. So, of course, hindi na rin yun tama kasi na-deprive na yung pwedeng gawin ng isang bata dahil doon sa physical harm. Okay, so the law says hindi naman niya sinasabi na hindi mo pwedeng disiplinahin yung isang bata. Pero you can discipline that child, but then again, you have to keep in mind that causing physical harm to that child is not allowed by law. So, hindi naman yon yung ano natin Hindi naman yon yung point na hindi mo disiplinahin yung bata. But then again, you should discipline that child within the confine din ng binabanggit ng batas na hindi yon nakaka-cause ng physical harm that will deprive the child, okay, of doing what he can do. Imagine mo mat ngami nga di mat makaklase ti makasarag ti ubingan gapo
Kasi
iti
yung mga propaganda, dahil di magkikita tayo nga, uwi na lang ikusugos niya parang kadal na, saan ito pala pagsawan, pinagas niya na.
ayun. Okay, so hindi naman yon nararapat. It's not right to do that also. Kasi syempre that would be unang-una two-way yan actually. Yung child would be affected, yung kanyang physical well-being will be affected, and at the same time as that child grows older, di ba? Pag tatanda na yan, lalo na kung hindi rin siya nakinig sa iyong programa at hindi niya alam na hindi tama yung ginawa sa kanya before. Okay, kasi wala silang radyo. Okay, so wala siyang access sa social media. Lumaki na siya, nagkaroon ng pamilya, and most likely that child would do the same thing to that child na grown up na, meron ng pamilya, nagkaroon na ng anak. So most likely that act that was done before by his parents, he would do the same. Okay, so yun ang masama kasi uulitin niya yun. Kaya it is very important na as a child, okay, maano na yan manurture na siya na eto ang pwedeng, okay, hindi naman pinagbabawal ng batas ang pagdisiplina sa anak, but then again, eto yung limitations. Okay, so hindi pwede yung mga ganyan na ginagawa sa ibang sa mga tao, like ay sa anak, hindi tama yan kasi that would constitute child abuse kasi meron ng tinatawag na maltreatment. Okay, so which include of course yung una nating binanggit na act which is physical abuse. Okay, that is an act of cruelty. Okay, emotional maltreatment. Okay, so siyempre ikaw naman as parents, 'di ba? Isipin mo naman yung ginawa mo. So kung ikaw kaya yung ganong paraan ng pagdisiplina sa iyo, would that
Mas lapag sasawan na di malamot ti aso.
yung suwarod ti ko nakat aso pa yung di na pa'y malamot on how much more. Okay, so da kayo mga big, okay, it will not mean also na what they are doing is isipin nyo naman yung ano ba, bakit hindi naman ang tawag nito, hindi naman pagiging tarantado ng yung mga parents na gawin niya ang isang bagay na hindi hangay iso ti pagsayaatan nyo. Okay, so they are sino mo ti gapungpungtot mga naganak nga gapo iti kaya't nakalanga disiplinahan. Okay, so yun naman. But then again, yun nga yung sabi nga natin, when you talk about disciplining, so wag sanang umabot sa physical abuse na or neglect or a form of cruelty and emotional maltreatment. Nga tayo ko nam nga ro dun sir nga di malamlamot iti aso. Okay, siguro di anak mo ko pusa.
Several instances nga nasya nga diti kuddalan na jobing kaputahan na nga maisuro santo perang pagsasawan apo sananto pela bauten nga marik namin abogado nga di perme nga manual piit kat nagsagit na di o bing pwede jay sananto pagsasawan di kad emotional maltreatment kung natin o ka di jay.
Yes sir, kita ura na titawag mo talaga nga child abuse. Kasi that act, kukunan natin number 2 nga rod nga, any acts by deeds or words which degrades or demeans the intrinsic worth or dignity of a child as a human being. Sino pa nga rod mat, di maibabain mo ka, di nga pa tikas lala ti paunay imas na ti pinangiyunag na deti pinangkedel ng kakaslanan.
Kaslariti tumuknot sa dilangit timuknot ng akulano.
Yes, sir.
Sasaot, ikas lang ay dati han na nga anakin.
Wag nga ron siya.
Nagmayat man di ko na mapabugato nga. The key word here is abuse. Meaning, there is no right of anybody, even you as parents, to abuse or harm your children.
So pa circuit deti nga nakarkaro deti may katlo which is malamang most of us would be guilty of this. Yung sabi ng batas, when you talk about child abuse, that is the unreasonable deprivation of the basic needs for survival, such as food and shelter for a child. Laman tatak, obligasyon na yung we have to provide, okay, the basic needs for survival, such as food and shelter. Okay, so pauna yan ta, di mo lang
Yung responsible to provide the needs of your children for survival, food, and shelter.
yes sir. So that is under 7610. But then again, when you look also under 9262 naman, sa point of view, okay, sa VAUSI naman, Violence Against Women and Their Children's Act. So this happens to a family na hindi na nakahusto ang kanyang mga magulang. So ngayon, what happened there would be, of course, in a failed marriage, una dyan is merong result, nagbunga yan ng anak, tama sir. So kung may anak yan, so tendency would be, pag naghiwalay yung kanyang mga magulang, the child will be left. So minsan, naiiwan yan sa either of these parents or any of them or to the grandparents. So kaawawa yung bata. So ngayon, ang tanong natin dyan, would you be answerable as the parents, even if you are not married? So you are identified to be the parents of that child. Would you be liable under the criminal law itong VAUSI Speaking of VAUSI, criminal law kasi yan. Okay, so that's a special penal law. So would you be liable under the law kung hindi mo na ibibigay ang kailangan ng isang bata? Ang sagot natin dyan ay oo. Okay, so because that would constitute economic abuse. Okay, on the part of the child. Kung hindi mo na ibibigay yung kanyang mga pangangailangan bilang isang bata. Okay, so yun naman yung tingin ng batas when yung isang bata ay hindi naibibigay ang kanyang pangangailangan, okay, sa kanyang paglaki. So sabi naman dito sa 7610, di ba sir, nabanggit natin about yun nga yung unreasonable deprivation of the basic needs for survival such as food and shelter. Kaya merong mga, syempre yung may mga lalaki na nagkakakaso minsan sa korte ng VAUSI at nagtatanong sa atin kung unang-una dyan, would they be liable under the law dahil daw nagkukulang ang kanyang nibibigay na sustento sa kanyang anak. So, merong bang basis sa batas? Yun ang basis. Yung under sa ating 9262 because that would constitute, okay, Violence Against Women and Children's Act, particularly economic abuse. Okay, so yung hindi pagbibigat ng suporta sa anak. But then again, reminder din natin sa ating mga kababaihan na wag namang gamitin ito na in a way na it will also you use this as law abusively na gawin mo as against your to harass your former husband. Kasi minsan yung nangyayari naman, ginagamit yung dahilan yung isang bata para lang pala gustong makipagbalikan doon sa kanyang ama. So ang dahilan din pala ikaw din na babae yung nag-cause ng separation between you and the father of the child. So ngayon, dahil of course the law recognizes that the child should go to the mother. So ngayon napunta sa iyo yung bata, and of course yung paglaki ng bata kailangan mo ng suporta. So hingi ka ngayon sa kanyang ama. So ngayon diyan na nagkakagulo. So nagkakaso ganyan. So then again, what we can say is that sa mga ganong bagay na it's something that would put people that responsibility. So wag na kayong mag-away, pag-usapan nyo lang how to bring that child, di ba sir? Kasi in the first place ginawa nyo yan Okay, during your happy times. And another thing also is that yung paglaki ng isang bata ay hindi lang naman nakatuon sa kanyang sa paglaki niya, hindi naman lang monetary, di ba? So, and one thing more, it's the obligation of both parents. Hindi yung itutuon mo lang sa lalaki. Lahat ng kailangan niya financially would only be from the father, di ba, sir? Kasi nga, yung dito sa batas na to, ang focus dito is the best interest of the child. So, ang tanong natin, sino ang may interest sa bata? Is it the father only? Bakit ikaw ay humihingi ng sobra-sobra? So, it should be both. So, dapat sila pareho yung mag-share ng resources to bring that child. Okay? So, para palakihin yung bata na yan. Okay? So, both parties should help each other to bring that child. Diba? Yung lakihin mo yung bata na yan. Okay. So, gusto rin nating liwanagin kasi minsan, yun nga, marami ding nagrereklamo na nag-aaway sila doon sa suporta. So, minsan, di ba, halimbawa lang sir, just an example. So, nabigyan na ng 5,000 ng ama. So, kasya ba yan? So, para namang yung kasing tanong doon is that it is his own obligation na siya lang yung may financial obligation to the child. So, hindi naman kasi, di ba, dapat yung lagi nating tatandaan when you talk about VAUSI and special protection for children, at the end of the day, your goal there is to, what? Yung dalawa, best interest of the child. Na yung best interest ng child na yan is the responsibility of both parents. Hindi lang yung nakatuon sa ama. Okay, na siya yung magbibigay lang ng responsibilidad sa kanyang anak. So, meron ka ring share as a mother. Okay, so,
and the palagkira tayo, iti intention of the law, Republic Act 7610, is for us parents to be responsible and caring to our children no matter what the situation is. And some provisions of it i-compel na, obligarin na, nagitinaganap no matter what the situation of the relationship is. Masapol nga ipaayan na ano iti number 2 kung nalatay nyari dyan dito any act of the reasonable deprivation of his basic needs for survival, such as food and shelter, must be provided. Iso nga laglagi pero before nga pumotot tayo, before nga pagadingen tayo ni Bernabe, panunod kan tayo, kaya tayo ba napakanem isuda ti 3 times a day? Kaya tayo ba isuda nga i-provide itinatalged niya pagyananda? Kaya tayo ba isuda nga i-provide iti kasapulan da nga agbasa? These are the basic needs that parents must provide for their children. Apo, nagdagsan nga kaslang utuban dito no arigan tayo nga as parents and as parents of our children nga before nga panunutan tayo iti agasawa, ito'y kumay itirumbay nga panunutin tayo. Because the law states nga masapol nga ipaayda amin dito kadakwada adik iti anak tayo. And thank you very much for providing this material in our discussion para iti dito nga Malem Abogado. At konakto dito masapol nga mayulit to dapat na dikastigat will serve the very purpose in your explanation for this, Apo Abogado.
Yes sir. So, intay to pay amwen no na ba talaga dagiti banag nga masapul nga maamuan tayo kasi pertaining to reporting okay, cases of child abuse kasi syempre at ngayon syempre no si kakumamot iti nangabuso kadeta nga ubing syempre alangan mo i-report mo so someone else would report okay in behalf of that child. So ngayon alamin natin sino ba pwedeng mag-report. Okay, regarding sa mga nakikita nilang child abuses in their respective locality. Okay, kasi nung na makata baka dagitoy pa nga makatulong iti panaka-report iti child abuses ket iso dapay ti mapadakes kasi bagadan to nga yata nga mintay kinisi on so pa sir ngem according to the law nga rod ko na consider nga when you talk about reporting party, any person who has knowledge, kuna na ngamin iti lintag tayo, any person who has knowledge, or all government employees dealing with children, like the SWD, or a head of any public or private hospital, no, tayo ubing ko man, kabilo ni J hospital, because of alleged abuses, so nakita da, na dudagiti hematoma or something digiti kuma limlimteg kada na jibagina. So of course you cannot prevent them from reporting kasi unang-una diyan minamandato rin ng batas na ang reporting party can be any person who has knowledge of that child abuse. Okay, so
relative okay lang.
Yes sir, kuna na ngamin tilintag tayo ko nang generally kuna ti general statements any person who has knowledge. Okay, so syempre no makikita mo nga bugbog aberna, di ba? Binogbog na dito ubingan, so is it right and proper nga bugbogom ti may isa nga ubing nga kasi launa yan nga urela mo la ag-ana tay matana lumlumtog, and that would constitute child battering, di ba sir? So child battering na yan eh. No pay ti asawa ket bugbogom ket that's already battering or as well. How much more to a child, di ba? Wampay ti nasa murang edad, nasa giisip. Okay, so and then that is done to him or her, di ba? Na wala pa siya sa tamang pag-iisip sa kanyang mga ginagawa. So ganun na ang trato mo. Okay, so yun ang lagi nating tatandaan na wag yung tayo naman na mga nakakakita sa ganung sitwasyon at meron tayong merong tao na nag-report doon sa child abuse na ginawa, wag namang husgahan yung tao na yun. Okay, kasi the law says that a reporting person should be any person who has personal knowledge, okay, of that child abuse. Okay, so yun naman. So dito naman
the person concerned kaslok madya suspect sa anang dangran saan naman mabalin niya baga nga saan ka makibibiyang problema ti pamilya rito eh. But as a concerned citizen, you can report it based on the provision of the law.
Yes sir, kasi siguro ti damagan ti daduma iba abuser of a child abuse of this child abuse law ket DJ la nakaanmet. So it can be also a stranger to the child. Like for example, di ba no kumakas pagarigan danang abuso kadeta nga ubing. Okay, that person would also be liable under the law. Kasi kunana dito nga min dinteg no child abuser ka, he or she may be a even he or she is a stranger to the child. Okay, so it's not only the person known or trusted by that child or a family member or a relative for that matter or a teacher or a child caregiver. Okay, so any person, even that person is stranger to the child who is causing that form of abuses that are listed in the law would constitute child abuse.
Okay. Apo Abogado, please bear with us. Gabot iti panagtultuloy dati programa tayo as we discuss this very pertinent provision of the law, most especially Public Act 7610 for the protection of our children and how to discipline our children. I mean dito po the pertinent provisions of the law of this law ket may lalawag po bawang iti may isang abogado nga kadwa tayo may dandanan iti programa mangiganyo to iti nagtumapay nga panakailalawag na kalpasan man pa iti palagip tayo manipod iti technical studio.
Okay, so nasa advertisement, kaya tayo din ay magpapahinga.